Hello, happy Sunday. So last night I went to this cool show, local show, with some of my friends, and there were 4 pretty cool bands. I found out one of my friends from a long time ago was in one of the bands, and I never knew he was in the band. I only watched the first 2 bands. For the second 2 bands, I was mostly hanging out outside with other friends, at my friend Travis's car. Everyone was like smoking, drinking tea, and I mean, like, I wasn't smoking, but and drinking tea and eating like these really old chips and just hanging out. And it was a lot of fun. And a lot of people I knew were there. It was nice to see them again. And in a little bit, I'm going to the mall with a girl that I met at the coffee shop and her friend. And we're going to visit my other friend at her job near the mall. It's going to be fun. That's why today is awesome. I kind of combined that. Last night was awesome, today is awesome. Even though today is actually Saturday. I usually do most of my videos on Friday or Saturday. That way I can edit them and upload them on Sunday, because I usually end up working Sunday. I've been playing at the coffee shop some more. I played 3 songs last Thursday. I played A Perfect Sonnet by Bright Eyes, Even Fairy Tale Characters Would Be Jealous by Play Radio Play, and Maddie Don't Leave by Play Radio Play. In a fight between androids, vampires, and zombies, who would win? Here are my thoughts. The zombies just kind of destroy everything in sight, but I think that the vampires would be able to outsmart them, so I don't think zombies would win. Vampires, I don't think would know how to defeat the androids, and the androids would just have all the, they would just be programmed to kill, so I think androids would probably win, but I would prefer if zombies would win, because I think they would be easier to beat than vampires. I believe in vampires, by the way. I don't think that they're, sneaking around, killing people, but if you've read I Am Legend, it actually gives a really logical explanation to why everything about vampires works. Why they suck blood, and why they're white, why they fear crosses, that kind of stuff. So if you haven't read that book, you should. But if you've seen the movie, it kind of ruins the book. The sickest I've ever been was when I was 2 weeks old. I would eat food and then just throw it up. And my mom was freaking out, because that was her first kid, and she didn't know what was going on. And so I ended up going to the hospital, and your food goes into your stomach, and then there's this thing that opens and lets it keep going to finish digesting, and my stomach wouldn't open, so they had to cut me open and fix that. So when I was a baby, it was this huge scar across my stomach. Now it's just a little scar right there. But yeah, so they had to fix that, and that was probably the sickest I've ever been, because if I didn't go to the hospital, I would have starved to death, because all I would do is throw up my food. The creepiest person I've ever dealt with, probably that kid Dragon that I've told you about. He's really creepy. He just got beaten up on Thursday. Well, beaten up. He got punched in the face. But, they were playing a game where extreme heads or tails. You flip the coin, and if it's heads or tails or something, you have to grab the other person's business, depending on if they're a guy or girl. So Dragon was trying to grab this guy's balls, and the guy didn't want to be grabbed, and so he was running away, and Dragon tripped, and he thought the other guy made him trip, so Dragon was attacking this guy, and then the guy just punched him in the face. Another creepy guy was when I was a waitress for a little bit. There was this kid that was probably 8 or 9, and then he was his grandpa or something, and the whole time the grandpa kept being he's really into older women and stuff, and I'm what? And then when they were paying, they were just about to leave, and the grandpa said, he's don't you want to ask for her number? And the kid goes, no, you said you were the one that wanted her number. And I was oh my goodness gracious. My question is, what's your opinion on texting? I know some people find it really obnoxious. Some people text all the time. I really like texting people. I like to keep in contact with people, because most of my friends nowadays aren't on the computer as much because I can just text people. So I like being able to get a hold of people without having to call them. I can just send them a short message. But I hate when people are like, every 5 seconds they're like, oh, sorry, what were you saying? Like, that's annoying. And I really try not to do that in front of my friends. I mean, a lot of the time I will check my phone in front of my friends, because if it goes off, it might be like my mom or something important. I try not to be like texting people when I'm with other friends, because sometimes I find it kind of rude. Hey Perky, you want to be in my video? Come here. Come here. Let me get some sauce for you. Come here. Say hi to the camera. Oh, you got it on your mustache. Sydney's question was what sessions of camp we're going to. I'm going to both the Vermont sessions, and I'm so excited. Okay, for the F My Life, I bookmarked a few things. I read like 20 pages. I was really bored. Today, I just got my car fixed from an accident, and I drove to a party in a bad thunderstorm. When the power went out, everyone decided to watch the storm from the front windows. Someone mentioned how it would be funny if the tree fell on my car with everyone watching. 20 seconds later, it did. This one made me laugh. Today, before a big formal banquet, I went tanning because I wanted to look good in my cocktail dress. I got out of the tanning bed only to realize I had left my socks on. Signy, I think it's awesome that you're doing your 365 days again, because I love seeing all your pictures. And to all my other friends that do it, their pictures aren't as good as yours, so I'm excited that you're doing that again. Yesterday, I went to the craft store and I got a moccasin kit. Yay! I've been wanting moccasins for a really long time, and then all of a sudden, everyone that goes to all the local concerts and stuff, everyone has moccasins, and I'm like, what? I always wanted moccasins. So, I finally got a moccasin kit, and it's pretty easy. It's just like a piece of leather with a foot thingy in it, and then this is the cuff, and this is the toe. You sew it up with some brown shoelace stuff that it comes with, and you get a moccasin. And I'm so excited. I've wanted moccasins for such a long time now. So now I have a moccasin. I love my moccasin. So, Jesse, you may know him from Our Seven Sons. He does Saturdays videos. He was just telling me about this band, and he sent me a song, and I really liked it. And then, yesterday, I went to Hot Topic with Perky. Stop whining. I went to Hot Topic with some of my friends, and I'm cheap, so I never really buy stuff that's regular priced. I just buy stuff that's on clearance. And so I was looking in the clearance, and there were 2 CDs, and one was some band that I'd never heard of, and then the other one was this. And then I was like, wait, isn't this the band that Jesse just told me about last night? And instead of being like $13, it was like $4.95. And I was like, this is awesome, I'm buying it. And so I bought it, and I listened to it, and it's great, and you should listen to it. I also got new earrings. See, I have, these aren't the new ones, but I have these purple and white speckled plugs, and then these metal tunnels. And I just got ones that are clear, so you can like see through them, but they're solid, they're not hollow. And I'm really excited to put those in, but I couldn't quite get it in, because they're flared on both ends, and it's hard to get in. Come on, Perk, let's begin my video. This is my dog. His name is Perkins. We usually call him Perky. He's a cutie. I like him. He's a Bichon, so he has hair and not fur. So he's hypoallergenic. And I love him. He doesn't really enjoy this, but when I give him some of my ravioli sauce, then he'll love me again. Alright, you can go away now. So yeah, the end.